I think he's cool with that. I feel like maybe the image of a guy like this makes him feel a little bit better to have someone like this around his kids. You know what I mean? Like I think he had kind of was cringe when he was. I actually cringed myself when I was seeing P.T. Davidson, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? P.T. Vraiment P.T. Davidson.
No. This
No.
guy, how he gets women is beside me.
But look,
Maybe
he's
just
out
'cause
now.
he's a Scorpio.
He doesn't even exist today. Like, who talks about him?
Oh, I thought when you meant out, I thought something else.
No. He was wearing Crocs as well, so yeah.
Wee, Crocs. Okay, back to that conversation. Still not wearing Crocs.
No, they're not
wearing
definitely not
Crocs.
still not wearing
I
Crocs. Forget.
am gonna get Birkenstocks, I think.
By the way, have you seen the latest ones?
No, but I love
Gilda
the
got them.
Bostons. Show me.
Pissed.
Oh, is she wearing the...
No, she just got them. I'm like, I'm
definitely
pissed.
Bostons, and then the third one that we need to throw in the mix is clogs, and I love clogs.
This
But this
I
I
am.
grew up with in Sweden. Did
Yeah,
you
but
in
I-
Belgium too? Did you wear clogs in?
No, more the. I mean, the people from the Netherlands. They've been wearing it, but in Belgium, yeah, there are a couple of girls that will actually rock it. It actually looks really cool.
But not not the Netherlands, the ones in the yodeling women.
The one that, yeah, those ones, yeah. You
No, I'm not talking about that actually.
look at those.
What?
Yeah. Fire,
Oh
right?
my god, these are so sick.
Yeah.
They remind me a little bit of the what's that Japanese super cool brand?
Which one?
A little bit with the buckles, but they do much more buckles and studs and
Toga.
toga.
Yes,
It
exactly,
reminds me
yeah.
a little bit of toga, yeah. No,
I
they're
agree.
fire. They're really
Yeah,
nice.
they're really cool.
They're really, really nice.
Yeah. By the way, before to jump on one of the last part, that we can actually now include now in most of our episodes, is actually our hot topics of the week. I mean, not only of the week. Sometimes like 10 days away, 10 days ago, whatever. But I'm like just all the hot topics that we've been talking about in our DMs,
Yeah. Literally what we're kind of been
chatting, bitching, and whatever, debating about. No,
Debating,
it's debate.
yeah.
We don't bitch about anything.
Yeah.
We debate. That's our positive side.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not the other one. Okay, so what's happening in the UAE?
Well, bread
Yeah,
is definitely
happening.
yeah. And I think it was when they announced the lineup. I mean, look, it was their first one last year.
It was the first one.
Yeah.
I thought it was actually the second one, for some reason. Okay.
Yeah, and it was okay, you know. This year, they're bringing all the heat. I mean, definitely for me, when I see Metro booming, Don Toliver, Offset, Ty
it's
Dolla
big.
Sign, yeah. And then the regional lineup is absolutely insane.
Who do they have originally?
Marwan, Pablo,
Freak.
Freak, yes. Big up to Freak, he's amazing. Who else did they have?
It's good that we have stuff happening in the region.
Yeah.
And that it keeps happening and it's going bigger and bigger because listen, I was in Saudi yesterday, and I could see that things are also started to build around the region, and I feel like if we create actually a kind of great synergy between Saudi, Qatar, Kuwait, and the UAE, you're actually gonna have great things happening within the region in a year, which would be fantastic.
Even, I mean, look at the talent from all around the Middle East, not just the GCC.
Exactly.
Right? Like, I don't know if you saw this Sudanese artist, Soldier, the one that Young, who was on the cover of Young.
Exactly.
He's making huge waves right now. He's actually in Saudi, from what I understood.
Okay.
There's so much talent, whether it's in music, whether it's art, obviously has been for decades, and I mean, much longer than that. But yeah.
Sorry.
Okay,
I've been just going through, and I was already started to laugh.
Let's get on it.
Okay, I'm going on it. I'm starting from the 13th of March, okay?
All right, let's go way back.
Okay. What do we think about the capsule of Pigalle for the Olympic Games?
For the Olympic Games.
In France, yes.
I like it.
I like it as well, but I
think
feel
the
like maybe the Olympic Games in Paris will be a mess. But that's not a story. Tom Ford, Summer 24 campaign.
I thought the video was cool, but I didn't really understand what the messaging was.
Yeah, definitely not. I was looking at it. I was actually thinking about the fashion show, just trying to rethink the brand and everything. And I'm like, oh wow. I actually thought that it would bring something strong for such a fantastic brand. You know what I mean? Like when you think about Tom Ford, for me, it's just like one of the brands that has influenced a lot fashion.
Yeah.
And
you worked.
Yeah. And then I'm like, and just letting it like this, it's actually a little bit of a shame.
But I don't know. I'll always have love for certain silhouettes and certain looks. I mean,
Always.
I don't maybe go in and look now, but you know, there's just these archives that are always you're always going to remember Tom Ford.
Yeah, and the guy at the end was at the head of two of the strongest brand in the history.
True.
He revived Gucci.
Yeah.
He bring a new flair to Saint Laurent.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at most of the most iconic red carpet outfit, you will find Tom Ford for Gucci. You will find Saint Laurent by Tom Ford, and you will find Tom Ford.
So true.
So honestly, good. NDA sue me. No.
She's not. No.
No, I'm not talking about
Karen
that.
Preston is finally activated.
Yeah. By the way, have you?
I went this weekend to check.
The head?
No, and the first girl I asked was like, "No, what is this?" And
You're
then
like, Jesus Christ.
I went up to men's, and he goes to me, "Oh yeah, it's it says the 13th or whatever. Yeah, it was Saturday, whatever date that was." And he said it's meant to be in store, but it wasn't. He said in a few days. So
Okay.
campaign looks cool though.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Looks really cool. Loro Piana, $9,000 sweater. Relied on an unpaid farmer in Peru.
I know, and I that was on Business of Fashion.
In business fashion, yeah.
And I think maybe an interesting conversation, but at the end of the day, why it almost felt a little bit planted. Why are we going after Loro Piana when I'm sure that there are so many other brands that are possibly doing the same?
That's I think.
And it's not even a wider topic, right?
I'm not saying that they've been actually doing something. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that Loro Piana is trying to create a stunt or whatever. But it's the same thing that we've been talking about. Everyone talked about for a week. But today no one is talking about it anymore.
No.
But for a week, we thought about Loro Piana, and I'm pretty sure it didn't affect the sales at all. Let's be honest.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is like that's really bad. Yeah.
Listen, this week is Hermes.
Yeah. So, but that's the thing, right? The news comes out. It depends on how long it will last. Is depending on what's going to come to cover it, right?
Exactly.
What's going to be worse or better or whatever. Kyrie.
Yeah.
Kyrie, my God, like that last bucket was insane. But then the fact that he was fasting for 45 minutes.
But I feel like he's getting. But you know what? Also, when you actually think about it, the lack of food, a stronger focus into no matter what, a higher power or something different that granted you a little bit more. Yeah. And when you are in a disciplined mode, you achieve more.
Yeah.
My brain functions better actually sometimes when I'm trying to focus on different stuff and I'm trying to be less distracted by everything around. Mm. I mean, it's different because also I think like being on a basketball court, you get the pressure, you get all of this.
Well, it's physicality.
Yeah, the physicality as well. Yeah, I mean, sweating and not drinking.
But it is true. That's what one of the amazing things about fasting, right? Is how you kind of end up somewhat superseding any normal human fasting.
Yeah.
So.
Which I think is really beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, System Magazine. Fashion became pop, and I don't know if one should be ashamed or not to admit that maybe it was nicer when it was more elitist. Ralph Simon, another Belgium.
So I mean, of course, he's an icon, and